Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to start on our back. Take your time to get comfortable. Choose any shape for your legs, your arms. Maybe you want to place one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, elbows down. Close your eyes and start to tap into the feeling of your breath. Noticing the rising and the falling. Arms will now go out in a T-shape, palms facing up. And as you place your feet as wide as the mat, start to roll your knees over to the right. Notice how that feels. And then rolling your knees over to the left. Keep going like this. And maybe this time you engage into the opposite glutes to really lengthen the front of your thigh, the front of your hip, and knees going over to the left. As we find center again, give the knees a hug in towards the chest. Maybe moving gently side to side. We'll maintain our right knee in, extending the left leg out, wrapping your hands around your right knee, circle the knee around. This offers a really nice massage for the organs on the right side of your belly. And then eventually we'll switch sides. Left knee coming in, wrap your hands around, lengthen your right leg down to the floor. Circling the knee, massaging into the left side of your belly. Legs coming back to the folded position. Make sure you have some room to reach your arms up overhead. Here we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So we start from a neutral pelvis. And on your exhale, as you engage into the abdominals, think about lengthening your lower back to the floor, tipping the pelvis back. Every inhale, come back to neutral, recreating a little bit of space under the lower back curve. And the exhale to tip the pelvis back, lengthening your lower back to the floor. In a way, what we're doing is shortening on the exhale the space between the hip bones and the bottom ribs. You can also make sure that those abdominal muscles are not doming out. They're really contracting in. Last one here. And then heading into some small bridge poses, arms by your sides. On the exhale, press into the heels and start to roll your pelvis up to a small bridge. At the top, inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, reach them really, really long. Exhale, take your time to roll down through the spine, articulating each vertebrae one at a time. Once your hips are down, arms back to starting position, and we'll do that twice more. Exhale, you're tipping the pelvis back first, rolling the hips up to bridge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, get really, really long there. Exhale to roll down with control. Hips come down to the floor, arms back to starting position. One last time. Following your own rhythm, articulating through the spine. This time, once the arms are reaching up overhead, take even more time. Make the descent slower, more controlled. And once the hips are down, give your knees a hug in. Maybe you want to wrap your hands at the back of the thighs and stretch the legs out. We're going to rock forward and back just enough to gain momentum. And we're meeting seated. Coming right on your sits bones, grow tall, shoulders wide. Let's inhale to circle the arms up. Right hand comes down, side stretch. Left hand comes behind your head for support, breathing space into your left side. On your next inhale, rise up, arms up. Left hand down, side stretch. You can use your bottom arm to make sure that your seat is still rooting down. Right hand supports the head. From right hip to right elbow, you're breathing space. Inhale, rise. Placing fingertips behind you, lift your chest, heart, and gaze, and transfer the hands forward any amount. Just a little bit of forward folding before we come up again. Creating fists, we circle the wrists a couple times. One way. And reversing the way. Then we'll spread the fingers wide and squeeze them in. Shaking the hands. Making our way to tabletop position. A few cat-cows here. On your inhale, open the chest, heart and gaze forward. Exhale, round and curl in. And a few more of those following your rhythm of breath. Last one, feel the suppleness you're bringing back into your spine. And back to neutral. Now we go sideways. Head and hips going to the right, head and hips going to the left. And we go again, right and left. If it's easier, you can actually gaze back towards your right hip and gaze back towards your left. One last time. Good, and then explore any free movement, anything that feels needed in your body right now. Let's tuck our toes, sitting back to the heels. Toe stretch, we place the forearms down first. With your shoulders wide, maybe it feels good to bow your head down, minimizing the tension in your neck. And if this is enough, just stay. Otherwise, eventually you might bring yourself up to kneeling, increasing the intensity of the toe stretch. Take care of drawing your shoulders wide again, finding ease in your face, your eyes, the palms of your hands. Returning back to tabletop, little wiggle of the toes. Once your feet come back down, we're looking for more stability in our torso and our core. On the exhale, hover right hand, left leg. And then start to extend the limbs out without collapsing in your low back. Releasing down. Other side, exhale, hover left hand, right leg. Keep everything stable as you extend out, reaching very much through the back heel. And release. Once again on each side, right hand, left leg. Keep the belly buoyant. Extend out. Release. And last side, left hand, right leg, keeping the integrity of your spine, including your rib cage. And release. Okay, opening the right arm up, make space again. Exhale, thread the needle, sweeping the arm all the way across. Shoulder and head coming down. You can stay, maybe you enjoy walking your left hand forward. Feeling your breath into your belly again. And returning back to center. Same thing on the other side. We start by lifting the left arm up, up, up. And thread the needle. Take the time to settle and dive back into the breath. Back to center. Let's head into down dog. Tuck your toes. Guide your hips back and up. Enjoy a little bit of time here to ease into the posture. Perhaps you want to bend one knee at a time. Send your hips a couple times side to side. Check in to see if you can keep your neck easy while maintaining active arms. Slow, steady breath. Bend your knees, look forward and walk all the way to the front of your mat, forward fold. On your next inhale, lengthen halfway. Hands can always come to the legs for extra support. Exhale to bow down, releasing the head down as well. Coming up to standing or sweep the arms up, grow really tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway again. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down and take our right foot back. Preparing to come up to standing. When you're ready, lift your torso. Let your back knee bend a touch. And on your next inhale, slowly reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down, back knee comes down as well. Same thing here. When you're ready, lift your torso, shift your hips back a touch. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Coming forward to our first plank pose. Shoulders over rest. Keep your belly buoyant. Pause and breathe. Option to bring the knees down to modify. On your next exhale, lower down to the belly with control. Cobra. Inhale, plug the shoulders, lifting up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here, let's have 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Easy in the eyes, in the jaw, in the neck. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring the foot all the way forward between your hands. Preparing to come up to standing. On your next inhale, reach the arms up, lengthening the front of your body. Exhale, hands down, back knee comes down. Coming up with the torso, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down, take your back foot forward, forward fold. On your inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to bow. Rising up, long inhale, grow tall. Exhale, home to the heart. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, left foot back. Coming up. On your inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands down, back knee down. On your inhale, rise up, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Shoulders wide. Inhale, plank. Pause and breathe. Strong legs unless you want to release your knees down. Use your next exhale to lower down to the belly with control. Cobra, plug your shoulders. Inhale to lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Finding a steady rhythm again. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, reach through the heel. Exhale, bring the foot forward between your hands. Coming up. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down, back knee down. On your inhale, lift up, reach the arms. Exhale, hands down, forward fold, taking the back foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Rising up. Exhale to the heart. Hey. Now that we've built a little bit of heat, let's come to a balance posture. Facing any direction, feet are hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips. We'll transfer our weight into the right leg so that we can just hover the left foot off the floor. Here, think about sliding the outer side of your right hip down as you press through the right heel. If everything goes well, tree pose. We open the knee and the foot can come anywhere below the knee or above the knee. Hands to prayer, calming in your breath. Interlace the fingers and press the palms down, reaching those arms all the way up. Final variation, we'll circle the arms out and interlace the fingers behind us. Opening through the chest while keeping the front ribs connected in. Grow tall. And release that down. Little appearance from my cat. Same thing on the left. Transfer your weight on the left. Hover your right foot. Slide the outer left hip down. Pressing through the left heel. Tree pose. Bring the foot wherever it works for you. Finding and connecting to the midline of your body. Hands into prayer. Calming your breath. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms down. And slowly reach the arms up. Lifting through the low back, through the back bottom ribs, circle the arms out, interlace the fingers behind you. Open the chest. Keep rooting down through the left heel and release that down. Opening the legs wide now for warrior two. Let's flip the right toes first. We're going to simply drag the right knee as we bend the leg, opening the arms out. Really feel the anchor of your feet on the floor, sharing your weight between both legs. Okay, as you lengthen the front leg, you're going to slide the back of your left hand towards the low back, sending the right arm up, really reaching up towards the sky. Extended side angle, elbow coming down to the thigh, left arm goes straight up. Keep the breath going. Maybe you send your top arm all the way overhead and we'll rise up, switching sides. As you bend your left leg, make sure you're tracking the knee. Open your arms out. Here, as you press through both heels, if you can feel your right glutes activating to support the whole pelvis. Little organic pulse of the breath. To reverse the warrior, slide the back of your right hand across your low back. Lift your left arm up, open your chest, finding space. Now keep that space as you come into extended side angle. Reaching in all directions. Back is wide, spine and belly long. Rising up, hands to the hips, flip the left toes in. Right toes out again. Coming into triangle, think about a forward fold first and then rotate from the belly, the chest, the gaze. Left arm goes up and you're really trying to touch the ceiling. As you really engage into the legs, engage into the center, you might be able to hover your right hand for a moment and we'll switch sides. Folding over the left leg. And then rotating belly, chest, gaze open. Right arm up. Keep expanding, keep supporting, and try to hover your left hand. Inhale, rise, flip the toes in, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Blocks or pillows can always be available under your hands. A gentle bend in the knees can be helpful. If you wish, interlace the fingers behind you, roll the chest open and let your arms move away from your pelvis. To release, we'll bend the knees a little bit, walk the hands on the thighs and roll up through the spine to come up. And let's heel toe our way back to the feet hip distance. Facing the front of your mat again, let's come to warrior 3. Okay, we'll plug our shoulders on the back, strong upper back here. Transferring your weight into the right leg, kick your left leg back, but keep that left leg very energized. You can stay here, or maybe you send your arms all the way up overhead, in which case, interlace the fingers and release the index, pulling your body long. Bring your left knee forward and up, then release. Same on the other side, plug the shoulders, start to kick your right leg back. Keep your upper back strong so the shoulders are not pouring down. Chest is nice and bubbly. Option to add your arms up overhead, creating more extension, expansion. Bring the right knee through and up, and release. Coming at the very top of your mat, feet together, we'll sit back to chair pose. Again, interlace the fingers, release the index, and then prayer twist to the right, connecting your left elbow to the right knee. Think about sinking your hips back with a little bit more weight in the heels. Inhale, rise, exhale, sit, and prayer twist to the left. Find breath in the back of your lungs. Exhale, forward fold. Here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Setting up your shoulders wide. We'll flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower or hover. Inhale to open. Exhale to down dog. Okay, inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, knee to the center of your chest. Again, inhale to reach up. Exhale, knee to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to the right. Then carefully release into pigeon pose. Set up in the way that feels best for your body. And then let your breath come down into your abdomen again, into the bowl of your pelvis. Maybe you stay here a little bit longer, or maybe you come back to down dog. Option to stay, maybe resting in child's pose or cycling through your vinyasa. Second side, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to the center. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, across to the right. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, to the left and pigeon pose. No rush here. Adjusting to the needs of this side in your body. And diving right back into the experience of your breath. Maybe you stay longer. Maybe you slowly make your way back to tabletop. Okay, we'll come into forearm plank. Extending your legs back. Remember, the knees can always come down. Keep your belly as high as your shoulders. Keep the head aligned and press the whole length of the forearms down into the earth. You can shift around a little bit, keeping things buoyant. And then we'll lower down. Let's come to Cobra. Engage the shoulders on the back, lengthen the legs, rising up. We're going to hold here a little bit longer, sending your chest far forward, bowing down. Locust pose. Engage the shoulders again. Inhale, lift everything up. Upper spine, legs, arms, even hands. Keep breathing. And release. And then Sphinx pose. We're bringing your elbows more or less under your shoulders. Legs can come a little wider apart here. As you lengthen the back of your pelvis towards the heels, plug the shoulders, broadening across the collarbones, opening the chest, the gaze, keeping the neck at ease. And we'll press back to child's pose. Here it feels quite nice in my body to send the arms back, just resting the top of the hands down, but any variation works. Invite a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, deep sigh. Rolling up when you're ready. Now for the next posture, we'll come into supported bridge with the choice to come to supported shoulder stand. I'm going to use 2 cushions, but if you have blocks, they can work really well. We're coming to supported bridge first, so as you lift your hips up, you can bring 1, maybe 2 cushions or blocks right under the back of your pelvis. Once the pelvis comes down, you should feel quite supported. The whole weight of your pelvis is resting. We also want to organize our legs in a comfortable way, so it's possible that your feet can go a little wider or further forward. Anything that will bring more ease into your body again. Hands can rest on your belly, maybe arms are out. Tapping into a breath that feels absolutely soothing. Now, those of you wanting to, perhaps you reach your legs up into supported shoulder stand. I find it quite nice with the cushions because the bowl of the pelvis can roll a little bit in towards my body. Soften the expression of your face. Soften into your neck, into your chest, all around your heart. Let your belly rise and fall easily. You could choose to hold this posture much longer. Whenever it's your time, release 1 foot down at a time. Taking a full breath in and out into your supported bridge again. And when you're ready, you're removing the props under your pelvis. Lengthen the back of your pelvis forward a touch and bring your legs in a teepee shape, feet wider than the hips, knees resting. Let your back recalibrate. And when it feels safe for you, hug your knees in towards your chest. As you grab a hold of your knees, open your legs wide. Maybe stay or come to happy baby posture. You can even explore some lengthening of your legs. Just get a little bit playful. Go where it feels right for your body right now. Gather your legs closer in. Roll your legs over to the right. Open your left arm out. Easy belly rising and falling naturally. Very slowly find your way back to center. Same thing on the other side. Legs rolling to the left, right arm out. Settle in. Get back to feeling and sensing. Fully present into your own body. Once you find center, Shavasana. Make any adjustments you'd like to make. And I'll let you be here. Bow to yourself for carving time for you today. Namaste.